So I hope you understand about Terraform basics, right? So Terraform file structure, and then Terraform commands, basic commands, what we need like init, plan, apply, destroy. Okay. So and then what you mean by providers, what you mean by modules, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Fine. So now we can learn a few more things with respect to Terraform. So Terraform lifecycle rules. Okay. So still few many people need to join. Okay, we'll wait for 2 minutes. Okay. So Terraform lifecycle rules. Okay. Terraform lifecycle rules. So if it comes to Terraform lifecycle rules, there are three rules will come in Terraform. Okay. Create before destroy, and then prevent destroy.
ಸರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
Yeah, I'll be sharing. And then ignore changes. Okay. So these are the three life cycle rules. Okay. So um, like what this will do. Okay. So as we can like as the name indicates, create before destroy. So this rule, so we'll create the resources first. Okay. And later then it will proceed with the removing, I mean deleting the uh, older existing uh, existing infrastructure will be removed later. Okay, so I mean let's see, I'll give an example. Okay, so okay, so I'll give an example. Let it here, you can take it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to create provider AWS reason. Okay, I'm going to create one of the infrastructure for removing, for creating the EC2 machine. Okay, so I'm going to create the Terraform script for creating the EC2 machine. So here what I need to provide, first I need to provide, okay, so this provider I need to provide. Okay, provider in the sense, so which platform we are going to operate. Okay, so you know, right, there are many providers will come into picture. So now we are choosing, we are creating the EC2 machine in AWS, right? So we so for that reason I provided provider has AWS and the region. Okay, US East 1. Okay, I will choose US East 2. Okay, because I will be using US East 2, right? OEO. So any reason. Okay, so which one in required? So as per your requirement, you can choose it. Okay, US East 2. I will be choosing US East 2. So here I am trying to create. Okay, I am trying to create. So EC2 machine here. So how I can create the EC2 machine? Okay, Otherwise, I'll be choosing here. I have some script, sample
Sir,
script.
sir, font size open, sir.
Yeah, I'll be increasing. So I need to provide. So this version, this we need to provide. This is one time thing. We can do it. Okay. So and then provide we need to provide. So AWS access key, secret key. This is if you done like Terraform login. I mean AWS login. Then no need to provide the uh, username and password. Okay. Key pair. So if you have, you can provide it. Otherwise, you can ignore it. Okay. So if you want key pair, you can provide it. Okay. Otherwise, you can ignore the things. Okay. So here, so you are going to create here, right? So cd. So what that mean? So this is our local machine, right? Now this will check here. SSH hyphen keygen. Okay. So we need to generate. So we have our key file in slash home ubuntu dot ssh id underscore rsa pub. This will be considering as the public key for this machine. Okay. So it's allowing these groups. Okay. So resources, AWS security group SSH access. So it's accessing 22 port number. Okay. 22 port number TCP. Okay. And then AWS instance, it's going to create. See what I'm doing here. So resources, first resource will be key pair, right? Key pair, I am providing the name as test TF. Okay. So and then I'll be choosing the key pair. Okay. That key pair name is like the path is public key slash o ubuntu ssh id underscore rsa pub. Okay. This file I'm choosing as a public key. And then resources. Okay. AWS security group, I'm going to create the resources. Okay. Security groups. Okay. And then SSH access, I'm providing the SSH access. Okay. um, so this is the name. Okay. Security group I'm choosing. Okay. I'll be managing security group. Okay. This will be the name of the operations. Okay. Name, I given already SSH access. Description, allow SSH access from internet. Okay. Ingress. Okay. From 22 port number to 22 protocol TCP CIDR blocks they provided. Okay. Next will be the, I am going to create the AWS instance. Okay. That will be, so I'll be provided the name as test underscore Terraform creation. Okay. So AMI name I can provide. So AMI name, where I can choose it. See that it's very important when we are choosing the AMIs. Okay. So how we need to choose in the sense. So when we are creating, so you need to go launch instance. Okay. So launch instance there. So we need to choose it. Okay. So let's see Ubuntu. So here for the AMI ID will be this. Okay. So particular reason we need to choose a particular reason and then we need to get the AMI IDs. Okay. Clear. So this is very important. Okay. So otherwise you may face issues. Okay. And then T2 micro key pair. C key name. Okay. They took from here AWS slash home slash Ubuntu and then our ID underscore RSA pub. Okay. Otherwise we can provide in this way as well. Let's see. I'll try one more. Okay. So and then VPC groups. Okay. So here they selected security groups. Okay. And then Terraform machine tags I provided output value, output public IP. Yesterday I explored, right, output dot variables. So that file, okay, that will be the, so it will display the output public IP. Okay, this will be the things we are doing right now. Okay, so can copy this. I'll be pasting ls cd terraform ec2. I'll be removing vi main.tf. Okay, so this will be the main file. I'll be mentioning everything here itself. Okay, so main.tf, what all the things I mentioned, you can see HashiCorp AWS US each region. Okay, file. So local file I am considering in the machine in this particular machine, the public key will be available. So these things I mentioned, we'll see what we need to do first. Terraform init, we need to do Terraform init. Okay, done. So next will be Terraform. What will be the next command?
Plan.
Plan.
And
Okay, this will, okay, there is a issue. Okay, head up test file public key, will calling the file invalid file path. It works only for files that are distributed as part of the configuration source code. So if the file will be created by this configuration, you must find results after attribute to the resources. Okay, I'll be copying. Then file is not available with that particular name. Copy done. Okay, fine. Okay, Terraform plan. Okay, now it has been executed. Okay, see here, you can see here AWS instance. Okay, Terraform will perform the following actions. Okay, so this plan will be created, what we are doing, everything will be mentioned here. Okay, instance will be created. Okay, resources AWS instance test Terraform creation. Okay, now, so I provided AMI. Okay, ARN. Okay, these are the things I'm not provided. Okay, so see, I provided only two or three fields, right? So rest of the things, it's not, I'm not provided. Okay, so rest all the things will be known after apply. Okay, I mean, so it will be getting out once we done the Terraform apply. Okay, CPU capacity. So we are not provided anything, right? See, CADR blocks. Okay, so changes. So now what we need to do, Terraform apply. Now we can see, 1 minute. If nearly. Now we can see Terraform state file has not been created. Okay, so now I'll be performing. There are only one file, that is main.tf file. Now I'll be performing Terraform apply command. So I need to provide yes. So there is error. SSH creating security group invalid. Duplicate the security SSH access already exist for VPC. SSH access already exist. So I need to remove that, otherwise I can provide new name. SSH access. Okay, I change the name. Now what I will do, Terraform apply. Clear in the root module. Access. Wait.
Sir, can you use the command for Terraform validate?
Yeah, we can use it. SSH access. Validate, what that will do? Terraform validate.
It will show that whether your configuration is correct or not.
Okay, what are the difference between plan and validate?
Uh, Plan means it will ready to execute, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So before executing that, we have to make that whether our script is work perfectly. Some indentation errors should be there, right, sir? So
Mm-hmm.
we have to validate the configurations, everything is
Okay.
correct or not. So that's
Okay.
what we are using that. And also before using that, we have one more that. Format. If the something happen with our script, we have to use the Terraform fnt, right? So also we can use that one. So
See, man, Terraform validate, what that will do, it will just check the syntaxes. Okay.
yeah, sir,
So
the
whether
syntax
the
valid.
syntax is valid or not. Okay. It's not
Yes.
going to check entire the configuration. Okay,
Okay.
so it will just check so whether the syntax is proper or not. Okay, this, see what I did. So here I change the existing, the resources will already exist. Okay, that will come to know when we are up, when we are perform the Terraform apply. Okay,
Yes.
before that we couldn't get that information. Okay, so no, command will talk directly with the resources. Okay, so Terraform apply will that command will only able to get the information from the resources. Okay, that we can use at the time of apply, I mean creating the resources. Okay, validate, so that will just check the the syntaxes, the syntax will be proper or not. Okay, now you can see Terraform validate. What this will do, see, the configuration is valid now, but I am getting error, right? So the what I said yesterday, these are the three major commands, three four major commands we are using on day to day. So there are few other commands in Terraform. Okay, so I'm going to cover in next after this I mean after this topic. Okay, Terraform validate, Terraform format, Terraform show. Okay, Terraform providers, Terraform mirrors, Terraform output. There are few commands. Okay, I'll going to explain later. Got it? What was the error? Why we are getting this error? Tell me, Narayan.
Yes, unauthorized. You are not authorized person to perform this because of the user is not authorized to this to perform the things, sir.
Hmm. So what we need to do here?
We have to give the user access key and secret ID,
So we already provided, right? So it's already there.
but we have to give the some permission to the particular API, the AWS services.
Correct. This accounts quota. Okay, I'll be using these credentials. Okay, I'll be using create command line reference, description tag. Okay, I done it. Okay, you can see the resources are creating. Okay, the public IP I can able to see here, right? So outputs, you can see outputs has been declared public IP. Okay, so you can validate that in. Okay, so you can see the instance has been created. Okay, so you can validate these. What was the key used? Security group name. So SSH access Terraform. Okay, so key name. Okay, this was the key. Okay, like this. So instance will be created automatically. You can validate the IP as well. 18.217.39.136. 18.217.39.136. In this way we can create the resources in the automated way. Okay, you got it. Okay, so if I want to delete, so just can apply this command. Okay, see, destroying.
Sir, can you paste that file script in WhatsApp, sir, so that I can parallelly work?
Parallelly, you can first listen the class, man. You can. I will paste it later. You have the time, right? Listen the class. Understand the class first. Okay. So you'll get the time after the class. I will share the things.
Okay, sir. Sorry.
Okay. See, destroyed. Terraform destroy completed. Resources, three resource destroyed. Okay. You got it right. So now you can see Terraform. See, the instance has been terminated. Okay, in this way easily we can create n number of resources. Okay, so in the UI also we can do it, but so if you want to create in multiple resources in the automated way, like we can easily create with the help of Terraform. Okay, so for the automation purpose, so nowadays Terraform, Kubernetes, AWS, so CI/CD, so and scripting. So if you are good at these five things, definitely you will get the job within 5 to 6 interviews. Okay, so you need to thorough with these things: Terraform, Kubernetes, CI/CD, AWS. Okay, scripting, any one scripting. Okay, so these are very mandatory things. Learn, like spend much time with these tools. Okay, so now this is done. Okay, so what you understand, so how we can create the EC2 machine, that we understand right now. So now we'll see Terraform lifecycle rules. Okay,
ಸರ್
lifecycle rules. Yes.
ಸರ್ ಇವಾಗ ಒಂದ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್ ಇವಾಗ
Mm,
ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಕಮಾಂಡ್ಸ್.
mm,
ಸೊ ನಾವು ಯು ಐ ಇಂದ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾಗ 2-3 ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಟ್ ಎ ಟೈಮ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ ಸರ್.
correct.
ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್
So I'll show.
ನೇಮ್
No
ಡಿಫರ್
need to worry.
ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ.
Okay, no need to worry. I'll show that. Okay. So in further things, so we can at a time we can create n number of instances.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
Okay. So there is the option. I will show in the further modules. Okay. I mean next classes. Maybe tomorrow I'll show that. Okay.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
Okay. So okay. So that is the one thing. So this is just it's a basic. So how we can create the EC2 machine, that you understand. So now we'll see these. So life cycle rules. Okay, create before destroy. Okay, so as the name indicates, this will create the resources first and then it will see. Now we'll see I created this instance, right? I mean, these things I created right now. So, okay. So the IP has been created, right? So now what I will do, I'll be modifying main.tf file. So I'll be adding the rules here. I'll be adding some of the rules as well here. Okay. We'll see. Now what I will do, Terraform apply. So you can make a note of this. Okay. Output has been created, and then so this changes has been done. You can see one change has been added. Okay. In this way, okay. So in this way, the newly, I mean, so if you made changes, that will be replicated. Okay. For the existing resources, okay, done some changes, and then that will be applicated. So when we when we use this change before destroy, so what will happen, we'll see. Okay. Tags, so we need to add this. 1 minute, I'll be copying entire things. I'll be copying to here. Okay. So here how I can provide this. So here we have this life cycle rules. Okay. I have this life cycle rules. I'll be adding here. Okay, now we can do Terraform. Sorry. Okay, here I will add it. Okay, life cycle, and then okay, I'll be adding here rm main.tf. So you can see here. So there will be state file has been created. I will explain later. Test this state file main.tf. Okay, so I added life cycle rules here. So I'm not going to destroy. So I'm not destroyed it. Is not an expected block of life cycle or not expected here. Why this should work, right? Life cycle. How I used here. Similarly, resources. Okay. Okay. Terraform. Apply. Block type. Let me try. Life cycle.
Sir, I think L capital letter is there, small letter we have to use.
Let's try this. This basically we will provide under this. We'll see. Yes. Okay. So your configuration matches the configuration. Terraform has compared your real infrastructure against your configuration, found no differences, so no changes are needed. Okay, output. Okay, okay. So now we are clear, right? So with this, so the existing resources, okay. So existing resources, I mean, so when you perform any operation, existing resources won't get affected. So what this will say? So this rule, I mean, this create before destroy rule will uh, create the resources first and then proceed with removing older resources. Okay, so and then this won't touch the existing resources. Okay, so if you have so existing resources in the sense, so see, so same resources which we try to use for future, I mean, so now what we did here in this case, okay, so we are trying to create the EC2 machine, right? So we are applying for this, okay, in for this particular EC2 machine creation part, we are applying this life cycle rule. Okay, so this will be applicable for this. So I mean, so here, so it won't get affected. Okay, when we try to like modify the things, then in that case only, so it will get changed. Okay, otherwise it won't get changed. Okay, so it will keep it. Okay, so I mean, so if I want to remove this particular resources in the particular I mean, so let's say, so I need to remove this ingress. Okay, ingress, egress both we have, right? So this ingress I need to add it. Okay, I need to add it for one instance. Okay, later, so for another instance I am going to create. So there, I mean, I need to update the instance. So there I need to remove this. Okay, in that case what will happen? So this will keep the resources. Okay, it will keep the resources and then it will create the, I mean, so it will create the new resources. Okay, if it is removed in the next part, so later once the instance creation done, so these will get removed. Okay, that will be done by this Terraform create destroy lifecycle rule. Okay, and then similarly we have prevent destroy. Okay, prevent destroy is there, that will be so helpful for like accidental remove. Okay, so if someone will be like so by mistake, if you perform some operations, then these things will get removed, right? Like this. So prevent destroy. So okay, prevent destroy, we'll see this as well. Okay, let it be prevent destroy true. Okay, so I added this.
Sir, I have one doubt, sir.
Yes.
ಸರ್ ಇವಾಗ ಎ ಎಮ್ ಐದು ವರ್ಷನ್ ಇರತ್ತದ ಐ ಐ ಡಿ ಇರತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ ಇವಾಗ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಬರೀ ಕನ್ಸೋಲ್ ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಇರತ್ತೆ ಯೂಸರ್ಗೆ.
Hmm.
ಯಾವ ತರ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ ಸರ್ ಇದೇ
So there is no option. Okay, so AWS ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎ ಡಬ್ಲ್ಯೂ ಎಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಟೆರಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನನಗೀಗ ಜಿ ಸಿ ಪಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆನಾ, ನಾನು ಜಿ ಸಿ ಪಿ ನನಗೆ ನಾನು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಟೆರಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಆಟೋಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೀ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಐ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಲರ್ನ್ the cloud, or what. See, we need to understand what we are going to automate with the Terraform, what we are going to create with the Terraform. Okay, so that we need to understand first, and then we need to proceed with further things. Okay, so it's not possible. Okay, it's not possible if you're no if you're not go if you don't know about any particular some like particular cloud or anything. So you couldn't able to do the automation, and also you should have the proper permissions as well. Okay, you need to validate, right? ಸೊ ನೀನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಈಗ 100 ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೋದು. ಯಾರೋ ಒಂದು EMI ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ಕೋ, ಕಾಪಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು 100 ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅದು ನಿನ್ಗೆ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ನಿನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇಲ್ಲ 100 ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಿನ್ಗೆ ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್
And
ಬಿ
can you
ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್,
have the
ರೈಟ್?
option for that list of the EMIs we can go through that, so in this CLA?
CLI, so you know AWS command, right?
Yes, sir.
So you can check with that AWS commands.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you have the see anyway, end of the day, so you need to get the proper permissions for AWS. If you doesn't have the permission to the AWS, okay, so then it's highly impossible, right? You got it. ಸಿ ನಿನ್ಗೆ AWS ಫುಲ್ ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ UI ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಲ್ವಾ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ?
Yes, sir.
ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ನಿನ್ಗೆ ಫುಲ್ ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಟೆರಾಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ UI ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್.
Yes, sir.
ಹ್ಮ್,
Got it, sir.
okay. So now I created this. Okay, so we'll see Terraform destroy. Cannot be destroyed as lifecycle rule. See here, resource AWS instance Terraform as lifecycle rules set, but plan calls for the resources to be destroyed. To avoid this error, continue with the plan. Either disable lifecycle rules, the lifecycle rule prevent destroy, or reduce the scope of plan using target option. Okay, so you got it. So this prevent destroy. So with this we couldn't able to destroy. Okay, clear. So what we need to do, we need to remove this. Okay, got it, right? Terraform plan, and then we can apply Terraform destroy. Okay, so now the things will removing. Okay, you understand, right? Life cycle rules.
Yes, sir.
Okay, there is one more rule, that is Terraform life cycle rule, that is ignore changes. Okay, so ignore changes as the name indicates. Okay, so this will be ignoring the, I mean, so when we are trying to change this name, okay, tax, okay, so here I use the tax, right? Similarly, so in my mush, in here I use the tax, right? So name, if I want, if I try to change this name, this will not allowed, okay, this will not allowed to change the name, okay, you got it. So that will be done with ignore changes, okay. Ignore changes, like as the name indicates, this will allow, this will not allow to change any particular tax or something. So basically tax, okay. So if you are trying to change the tax, then it's not allowed, okay. So that we can use in this way. Sorry, 1 minute. Life cycle rules, okay. So okay, so in this way we can use this. We'll see this an example. Destroyed, right? So I added this. Now I'll be applying. Creation, there is no closing brace. Life cycle, okay, I need to add here. The object has no argument, nested block, or attribute tax, okay. There is a typo. Be removing the file. See, now this will be allowing, okay. This is not allowed to change the tax, okay. You got it. Okay, so it has been allowed, okay. This is not allowed to change the tags. If I try to change the tag, this is not allowed, okay. So that will be the things, okay. Now I'll be removing these. Destroy. Okay, you got it, right? So next, life cycle rules done. Okay, so Terraform commands. commands. Okay, validate, terraform, validate, terraform, fmt. Sorry, this is fmt. Terraform show. Okay, terraform providers. Okay, terraform providers, mirror, mirrors, terraform output. Okay, these are the few commands we are using on daily basis. It's not on daily basis. Okay, so we are using, okay, these things. Okay, so terraform validate. Okay, terraform validate, as we seen, so this will check the, okay, this will check our syntaxes are proper. Okay, so it will validate only the syntaxes. Okay, with respect to our configuration file, this will validate the syntaxes. Okay, the syntax is valid or not. Okay, so we'll see that. Okay, so terraform validate. Okay, see, showing the configuration is valid. Okay, got it. So in this way this will work. So next will be the terraform fmt. So this will be the main.tf file. So here, 1 minute. Ani. Okay, fine. So terraform fmt. So this will display the file content in proper format. Okay, so if there are any changes, we'll see. Okay, I made some changes. Okay, so what Terraform FMT will, Narayan, what this will do? Hmm? See, see, so I made some changes, right? So with respect to main.tf file, I made some changes. Okay, this format FMT command will arrange in proper format. Okay, so if you have some changes, okay, with respect to the file, let's see. This is our file, right? So what I'm doing, I'll be rearranging. Okay, so I'll be providing some. See, I made some changes, right? Okay, saved it. Okay, now I'll be applying Terraform FMT. Okay, for this file, it's applied. Now you can see vi main.tf. See, you can see this has been in proper. You can see now this has been in proper format. Okay, you got it. So this will be using. Okay, this will be using, so to see the this in proper syntax. So we will use this fmt. Okay, this will be changes, this will be applicable for the main.tf file, so it will arrange in proper format. You got it? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ fmt command? Okay, so check the validate the configuration file. Configuration file format. Okay, so Terraform show. So what this will do, Terraform show. State file is empty. No resources are represented. Okay, so here you can see LL. Okay, Terraform state file is there, right? State and state backup. This file, now we have this file. Okay, so this file will be created when you perform the Terraform apply command. Okay, so now this file content will be empty because of we perform the Terraform destroy, right? So for that reason, this file doesn't have any data. So we'll see Terraform apply. So I'll be explaining deep on this Terraform state in further classes. Okay, just you can see. So the instance will be creating. Okay, so now you can see cat terraform dot state file. Now see earlier, so it doesn't have any data now. So it have the data with respect to our state file, our configuration file, right? So earlier it's having the data only with this. Okay, so not even this. Okay, so you can see this is the content. Okay, now it has this content. Terraform apply. Yeah, here. Okay, from here this is having this data. Okay, so you got it. So Terraform apply, Terraform state file will contain the configuration data what we are done what all the data will be created. So that will be available in the Terraform state file. We'll go through the things later. Okay, now Terraform show. What this will do? So this will displace the this same file. So what we just seen, right, the state file, that state file data will be replicated here with the help of show. Okay, Terraform show. Okay, Terraform providers, next command will be the Terraform state file. Okay, Terraform providers. Okay, Terraform providers. So this will be the Terraform providers command. What this will do? See what this will do. So we provided the providers, right? So in the configuration file. So that information will be displayed with this command. You got it. See, Ashika of AWS. Okay, AWS version. Okay, provider required by state. Okay, this configure provider required by configuration. Okay, so this AWS. Okay, you got it right. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಮಾತಾಡಿ.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this Terraform providers mirror. So this will be we'll use to copy the existing providers. I mean existing providers to the targeted path. Copy current providers. Okay. So Terraform output display the output variables. You can see. Okay. Every variable will be displayed here. Okay. You got it. Variables. Okay. Clear with this? Terraform commands validate, fmt, show, providers mirror, output. Okay. So usually fmt will be used command. Okay, in these. Okay, clear with this? Now these are there, right? We'll call these as states. Terraform states. Okay, these four command will called as a Terraform state. Okay, unit you know, plan we know, plus test. So this we called as the Terraform states. Okay, you got it? Clear alva?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ಏನ doubts ಇದೆಯಾ? Life cycle rules, commands, and Terraform states. These three topics. Okay, life cycle rules: create before destroy, prevent destroy, ignore changes. Okay, and then these commands and the Terraform states. Any doubts?
Sir, I have one doubt, sir.
Yes.
If we are anyhow we are using the AWS resources and everything for uh, infrastructure building, so we can go with the cloud formation, right, sir? So it will also make.
So see, cloud formation, definitely we can go with the cloud formation. See, now in your current organization, you will use the AWS. Okay. So sorry, in current project, you are using the AWS. In next project, so they will ask you to learn Azure.
Okay.
Okay. In that case, what you need to do, you need to learn about ARM templates. Okay, ARM templates. Okay,
Yes,
with
sir.
respect to Azure, right? So then, so like so addition to that, you need to learn ARM templates as well, right? Then that will be difficult. So you know about cloud formation with respect to AWS. Then again you need to learn so ARM templates. What will happen? That will be burden to you, right? That will reduce your productivity as.
Yes, sir.
So this will be used for multiple clouds. Okay. So now you have one requirement. Okay. So you need to use this like you have in you know about Azure and you know about AWS. Okay. Okay, you are expert or you know basics of these two cloud. Okay, now you have one requirement to create uh, instance in instance or anything. Okay, you need to create some resources in both the cloud. Okay, so will you going to write in cloud formation and you can use ARM templates separately for creating for doing one operation? That will be difficult, right? So you can go with the, so to overcome these issues, Terraform will come into picture. Terraform, we can use multiple clouds, multiple regions. Okay, so we can operate from anywhere in a single Terraform state file, Terraform configuration file. We can use the we can communicate with the two clouds, and then we can create the resources with two clouds with a single configuration file. Okay, you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that purpose we required Terraform.
And the Terraform only we are just building the infrastructure, right, sir? So for the different environment, and if it is done by our side, then we are not going to use the Terraform means day-to-day activities, right, sir?
See, Terraform. So nowadays, the automation, complete automation will be taken care with the help of Terraform itself. Okay, so the people will create the resources, and then so they will deploy the application into the newly created resources. Okay, that also I will show you how we can create the resources, so and we can deploy the application in the automated way with a single configuration file. Okay,
Yes,
see nowadays Terraform, so that's what so I said Kubernetes, Terraform, AWS, CACD, and script. These are the main things. If you are good at these things, you will get a job within 5 interviews. Okay, cloud formation templates, see, that is not a big issue, a big deal to learn. So you can get it existing resources. See, with respect to Terraform as well, so you will get the references, you will get the how, I mean, syntaxes to use the resources, but we need to understand how we can use those, how we can adapt with my project. That part we need to understand and we need to go through. Okay, clear with this?
yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So Terraform states init, plan, apply, destroy, and then this file structure, Terraform lifecycle rules, and commands, right? Understand this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so we'll see how we can interact with multiple. Okay. So how we can interact with multiple regions. We'll see. So I'll make easy too much in creation. EC2 machine creation, right? This will be for EC2 machine creation. Okay, so here I need to remove EC2 machine creation. Then what we learn, life cycle rule, right? Life cycle rule, ignore changes. Next will be ignore changes, prevent destroy, prevent destroy. Okay, prevent destroy true. Next will be okay. These three things we learned today. Okay, so three rules, and then EC2 machine creation. So that we done it. Okay, so now we'll see how we can interact the multiple regions. Yesterday someone asked, right? Someone asked this question. Example study of, okay, multiple reasons. Okay, so here you can see US East one, US East one. Okay, I'm using another reason, US East 2. I'll be using East 2. Okay, East 2. Okay, so I'm going to create the example one AWS instance. I'll be creating example one. Okay, AMI ID. So East one, I need to go to East one. Okay, where is East one? Sorry, East or US East. Okay, US East only. Okay, US East one, Virginia. So I need to get the AWS AMI IDs. Okay, for any machine, not a problem. Any machine you can use it. Okay, instances. Okay, launch instance, click on this. So you will get, so if you choose the machine, you will get the AMI IDs. Okay, so this is East 1, US East 1. Okay, AMI ID. Okay, US East 1, East 1. Okay, so similarly, I'll go with this. Okay, launch instance. Okay, I'll be choosing year. Okay, we already created, right? In this we already created, so I'll be using this one. Okay, US multiple regions, US East 2. Okay, clear. So now what we are doing, we are interacting, we are creating the EC2 machine in both the regions, US East 1 and US East 2. Okay, clear with this. So we'll see how this will work. Okay, so main.tf. Okay, so you got it right. I'm just trying to create, I'm not see, so we can provide see here I used many things, right? So you can see here, here I used ingress, okay, egress. Okay, so ingress inbound, egress outbound. Okay, so then key pairs I used. Okay, so I used this yeah, security groups. Okay, so I use this, but here just I'm creating the instance. Okay, I'm not going to provide anything additional things. Okay, so now you can see, now we'll do Terraform validate. Okay, US East 1, this is success. Warnings I show, warnings are there, so I'll be doing FMT because it's not in proper format. Okay, now you can see that main.tf, now it's in proper format. Okay, I'll be updating here. Okay, fine. So now what I will do, Terraform init not required, plan I will do. Okay, we can directly apply the, we can directly apply it, but so some warnings are there, no need to worry. We'll do Terraform apply. Okay, example 1 and example 2 will be creating. Okay, Okay, the instances has been created. We'll see these. We see two. Okay, 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay, fine. So, now we'll see. See here, one of the instance will be creating, right? Here also you can check Virginia. See here, the instance will be creating. Security group default key name. We are not provided, right? So it's not chosen any key name. Okay. So we created in this is east 2. This is east 1. So here also you can see. See here we created, right? Similarly, 1 minute. Pradeep. Okay. Fine, right? So we'll see. Okay. So there are two instances has been created. Okay, from OYO east 2 and then east 1. Okay, you got it right. So in this way we can create the instances with multiple regions. Okay, understand?
So,
Okay, fine, clear, right? Okay, so providers. Okay, fine. So next will be the multiple providers. Okay, so multiple providers, I doesn't have Azure things. Okay, so but I will show you. You can see AWS. Okay, you can create the instance with respect to AWS. Okay, so AWS instance, AWS we are providing. Okay, so and then Azure RM. So here we need to provide the subscription ID, client ID, secret. So and then tenant ID. So this, so I doesn't have the Azure account, so I couldn't able to show you. For your reference, you can keep this. Okay, multiple providers. So we can also interact. When the people ask, you can say we can also interact the multiple providers. Okay, so can explain this to the persons when in the interviews if they asked. Okay, so in this way we can provide it. Okay, so Azure RM, so we can provide it. So providers, so no need to provide Azure one. I'm not sure this. Okay, so I'm not practiced this, not tested. Okay, so you can, but if in the interviews if they ask, so you can say this. Okay, we can use in this way. Okay, examples. Okay, in this way we can use it. Okay, keep this for your reference as well. Okay, so okay, yeah, no need to practice this. Okay, just you can go through the things. Okay, if in the interviews if they asked, so you can explain this. Okay, clear with this. So multiple reasons. Okay, everything is clear. Any doubts? Okay, I hope this is clear, right? ಏನೋ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಮಾತಾಡಿ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗೆ? ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು.
ಸರ್ ಒಂದು ಡೌಟ್ ಇದೆ.
ಹ್ಮ್
ಅದು AMI ID ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ರೀಜನ್ಸ್ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ
ಹ್ಮ್
ಅದು AMI ID ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾ ಸರ್? US East 1 ಅಂತ ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ, East 2 ಅಂತ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ,
ಹೌದು.
ಸೊ ಮಾಡ್ಲೇಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಸರ್?
ಹೌದು, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಂಡೇಟರಿ. ಓಕೆ,
ಓಕೆ.
ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನಾನು ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಸೊ
ಹಾ.
ನಾನೀಗ ಓಯೋ ರೀಸನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇದು ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಸಾರಿ
ಎಸ್
ಈಸ್ಟ್
ಸರ್.
ಟು. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ನಾನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು AMI ID ತಗೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಲಾಂಚ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್. ಈಗ ನಾನು ವರ್ಜಿನಿಯಾ, ಇದು ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಇದೆ.
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ AMI ID ನಾನು ತಗೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ನಾನು ಕಾಪಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಗೆ, ಸೊ ಟೆರಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಡೆಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯ್, ಸೊ ಒಂದು ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಮಲ್ಟಿ ರೀಸನ್ಸ್, ಲೆಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಬಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇದನ್ನೇ ನಾನು ತಗೊಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ಮಷಿನ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ. Okay, destroyed rm main.tf vi main.tf. Okay, so ರೀಸನ್ ಯು ಎಸ್ ಈಸ್ಟ್ 2 ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನಾನು ಯು ಎಸ್ ಈಸ್ಟ್ 1 ರೀಸನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ AMI ID ನ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಓಕೆ, ಟೆರಾಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ. ಎಸ್, ಓಕೆ, ಎರರ್. ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ಕೋಡ್ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ID. Okay, with AWS creation on main.tf line instance. Okay, here we'll get the instance. Okay, invalid AMI ID. Okay,
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್, ಸೇಮ್
AMI
ಬಂತು.
ID not found.
ಯಾ, ಸೊ
Okay,
ನಿನ್ನೆ ಈಸ್ಟ್ 1 to ಈಸ್ಟ್ 2 ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಎರರ್ ಬಂತು ಸರ್.
ಇಷ್ಟು
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ
ಓಕೆ
AMI ID ಈಸ್ಟ್ 1 ಇಂದು ಹಾಕಿ ಆದ್ರೆ
ಓಕೆ
ರೀಜಿಯನ್ ಈಸ್ಟ್ 2 ಅಂತ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಸೊ
ಹೌದು. ಸೊ ಸೇಮ್ ಎರರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ವರ್ಕೌಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಸೊ ನೀವು ಯಾವ್ದು ರೀಸನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಆ ರೀಸನ್ AMI ID ನೀವು ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸಿ, ನಾವು ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ಈ AMI ID ಸೊ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ EBA. ಸೊ ನಾವು if you're choosing Amazon Linux, okay, so then AMI ID will be varies. Confirm your current changes will be changed and removed to proceed. See, AMI ID will be varies when you choose on the Amazon Linux. Okay, so ಯಾವ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋ ಆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು AMI ID ನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್?
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Okay, so there will be few more things are there. Okay, so Terraform, it's very wide and very vast things. Okay, so conditionals, expressions and modules I'm supposed to complete today, but it's already 9:45. Okay, fine, we'll continue tomorrow. Okay, so I will share this. Okay, go through the things. Okay, this, go through the things. If you have any doubts you can reach me. Okay, okay, fine, thank you guys. Okay, you can reach me, you can ping me at any time.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.